Right, guys, it's all over in Glasgow. It is finished. Celtic won, Aek Athens won in the third round qualifying stage of the Champions League. This was the first leg, and I think Celtic are now in massive trouble, in real danger of going out, and I think they will go out. I do not believe a 1-1 draw is a good enough result for Celtic. Celtic, I believe, are a superior team to Aek Athens, but their away form is atrocious, and they need to score now away from home. Can they score 90 minutes? Possibly. They couldn't do it against Rosenborg in Norway. Can they do it against Aek Athens or a better team? Maybe. Can they stop Aek Athens from scoring in Greece? I don't know. Aek Athens only conceded, 12 goals in their entire league season campaign last year. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Celtic are going to struggle to score, let alone qualify from the next leg. So, yeah, I honestly do believe that Brendan Rodgers' team is in massive danger of going out. It would be the first time that under Rodgers Celtic haven't qualified for the Champions League. Only good news is they would drop into the Europa League, so they're still going to be in European football. But the difference between the Champions League and Europa League, not just in quality, but also the financial aspect in terms of the money and revenue you can be made, it's huge, man, the difference. So at this stage, the Europa League is like a really bad consolation prize. But don't get me wrong, I mean, Celtic, they can turn up next week. They can obviously beat Aek Athens and they can go through. But I just don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not convinced. Celtic didn't really show that much tonight. They were against 10 men as well for over half an hour of the match. If you add in the amount of time that was added on, they had about an extra man for 40 minutes and they couldn't do anything. And I have noticed, I mean, the last two games I've watched have really kind of proved that having a man advantage doesn't necessarily help all the time. If you look at the Aberdeen Rangers game, Aberdeen, maybe that was just a terrible performance, but they couldn't do nothing. They could not break Aberdeen. They couldn't break Rangers down. Same with Celtic tonight. They really created hardly any chances with the extra man, and a lot of times you go a man up and you're thinking, right, we need to take advantage of this, we're going to crumble. That hasn't, the last two games I've watched, that hasn't happened. It certainly didn't happen tonight, and Aek Athens, I think, will consider this a win. To me, this is a win for them. It's a score draw. And yeah, I mean, if Celtic got a 1-1 draw away from, even if Celtic lost 1-0 in Greece, I would feel more confident in them because I just think Celtic at home are much better. They generally seem to get results at home and their performance levels seem to be higher. But away in Europe, they're bang average, and I don't think a bang average team is going to be enough to defeat Aek Athens. That's just my opinion. I predicted 2-1 tonight. I was wrong. Celtic could have nicked it, I guess. They had a couple of half chances, but nothing clear cut, which you would expect with an extra man. Just didn't happen. Now, can Celtic go through? Let me know down below if you think they'll get the job done. I don't think they will, I'll be honest. I think Aek Athens will win the tie next week. I'm going to go 1-0 Aek Athens next week. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Celtic do go through. But I'm not too sure. Tomorrow, Hibs and Rangers back in European action. I think I fancy their chances. I think they'll both go through to the playoff stages. But Celtic, after this performance and after this result, I'm not too sure, man. Don't get me wrong, I'd say it's still a close tie. It's probably more or less like a coin toss, but I'm just not convinced with Celtic's away form. Anyway, guys, till next time, peace.